kind of tapping in. I hit a number of shots today that were like, man, as I took it back transitionally, I knew exactly where that was going to go. And that's what I'm trying to find. I mean, if you're that seems like something that we should do all the time because it's our job. But when you kind of need to make some adjustments, and you got to go trust it in a tournament, it becomes a little more challenging. So it was nice. I mean, the putts at the end were a big bonus. I really, I was trying to hit 3 greens and maybe make 1 birdie coming in on the last 3 holes. So to obviously play 2 under from the positions I was in was stealing a couple there. So just excited about the round. Happy with, the no bogeys. I'm really happy with only missing a couple greens in regulation the whole day. Obviously regardless of, where I hit, some tee shots that got offline today. So need to tighten it up a little bit for tomorrow to play a more consistent round.
In the process of you getting to the
place, like I said yesterday, when you asked, do you need to have a good round tomorrow, or one of you guys, I think it was, I said I don't at all. And this round wasn't. I mean, it's a confidence builder. I mean, I stayed the course, trusting everything I've been doing. That seems a lot. Again, like it seems easy to do that, but sometimes it's hard when you get a shot that you just haven't really been able to hit for a long time. My shot into 15 today is a good example. I mean, that's just one that I get extra nervous on right now because of how much that shot's been a struggle for me when you got water left and right and you got to really dial in and have good tempo and hit just a high fade hybrid like that. I mean, that's a shot I just haven't had in the bag. And when I hit a shot like that, it boosts that confidence level up, to the next level where, the more I can, pull those shots off, especially in big moments like that, it moves me back.
need to have a great round today, but you did. And so how much did today prepare you for tomorrow as you try to win again?
Yeah, I mean, it got me leading, which is obviously now I'm in control of my own destiny. I don't know, I may not even be leading, tied. So, if I beat the guy across from me and nobody else goes super low like I did today, this course, it can yield. Someone shoots 4 or 5 under on the front. That back 9 yields a lot of birdies. So it's less about playing one-on-one and more about setting a goal for the day. Ours today was to try and get to 4 under by 17 tee. Just try and get 4 birdies by 17 tee. Clearly that got adjusted mid-round, but I think that'll be a similar goal tomorrow, and you can do that on the par 5 just by playing consistent golf and then snagging one somewhere else. So it feels good. I feel good right now. I'm excited about the position I'm in. I don't have I'll be nervous, but not because I feel extra pressure to have to do anything, just because I just haven't really been in the last group holding the lead in a while, and that's something that you get more comfortable with the more times you do.
I know you got some time to think about this finally, but is there one thing that you're committed to tomorrow?
I'm committed to committing. I'm committed to trusting. I'm committed to, again, I can't stress enough, I don't feel the need to win. Instead, I feel the need to trust my swing, make progress, and the way it's gone this week, I can continue to roll in some putts, then, hopefully, it gets to the last few holes and have a chance to win, and you let kind of the crowd feed off of that, and then you become super competitive. But be really kind of patient and before that to try and settle into the round.
A few more for these guys real quick.
Your swing this week, this week, most resembles when? What period of time?
I'm just trying to get out of the bad habits I got into. I didn't try and make any significant changes. Instead, try to get back to what I did best that I didn't realize I did at the time. And now I know what that was, and now I know it's reversing kind of how I was steepening the club to shallowing the club and transitionally. And that's my early few years on tour. I did a tremendous amount of that without realizing it, without almost having to feel the opposite. I almost did too much of it. And that's such a weapon when it comes down to wedge play, and it's such a weapon off the tee. And it's just the last few holes are an example of where I just get a little long right now as I'm still kind of carrying on, not really totally trusting the feel. So it's a work in progress. It's pretty cool to be able to shoot 10 under saying it's a work in progress out here. So I'll take that as confidence, knowing that it's going to get better going forward.
How much did you feed off of the fans today, and describe what kind of happened there at 17?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, starting out, I thought there was a nice crowd getting going, which was really cool. And then it started to build there around the turn. And once I chipped in on 10, it just felt like we had most of the fans that weren't in 16 and 17 with us. And 17, the guy's chair broke. And so it broke, and he fell backwards, and everyone went nuts. We were all laughing. And so then I was laughing a bunch, got back into my putt. And when I made it, I was pointing at him. I didn't realize he was getting arrested at the time. Because I hadn't seen him since he fell out of the chair, and then I looked up and he was getting arrested. So when I pointed at him, it got him going even more, which was not the plan. I thought that he was just kind of going to, yell louder, and then they wanted him to jump in the water, and then he was trying to and resisting. I don't know what happened. Overall, I told Billy I felt horrible that Billy still had to putt while that was all happening right in his through line. That wasn't my intention. I thought that he was just standing. Out off of the chair that he was sitting in when it broke, but he was dressed like Borat, I think. So he definitely came to have a good time, and I don't think he's having a great time right now. But that was an unfortunate set of circumstances.
One more, guys. Last one.
What do you feel like? What are you feeling when all of a sudden those putts are just pouring in 16, 17?
I feel really dialed into the speed when that happens. The one on 17 went in a little hot. So the one on 18, I was like, let's go ahead and try and drip this one in and tap it in if it doesn't. So I don't feel really much different, than a normal putt, but those weren't easy. Both of them kind of went a little up and then downhill so they can kind of get away from you. So I was happy once I struck them that they were both good speed putts. And again, like I mentioned before, when the hole catches it from whether it's a chip in or a long range putt, that's obviously, I think I can make it from anywhere, but the idea is to hit it with the right speed, and if the hole catches it, great. And it just seems, it's funny, just momentum is a crazy thing. It just seems to, when a couple of them go, they all start to go, and the hole starts looking bigger and bigger.
All right, Jordan, thank you, sir.